As the real estate industry is under attack by iBuyers and just shifting consumer preferences and demands, do you scratch your head sometimes, or do you wonder, or are you fearful about what commission structures might look like in the future? In today's video, I want to go through the shift that we've made in our business to not only be relevant, but be the premier trusted advisor when it comes to real estate services for buyers and sellers, and how you can do the same thing. The journey was not an easy one, and we did it a little different than you might expect. We did it through client care. How can we just knock the socks off our clients so that the natural byproduct of our relationship with them is a referral? Not by paying some outside lead provider, but by doing right by our clients so they're going to sing our praises to their networks. If you're at the point in your journey where you wish there was a path, stay tuned to the end of this video. I'm going to give you a free 15-minute training that'll tell you the step-by-step path you can take to go from agent to owner. And as always, if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also make sure you turn notifications on so you're the first to get notified when a new video hits. And as always, leave comments so we can have a dialogue back and forth and we can challenge each other to get better at different parts of our business and our life. So let's dig in. This is one of the things I'm most passionate about when it comes to how my business has changed over the last 4 or 5 years or so, and how if you're not approaching your business the way that I have, in my humble opinion, I think you are dead in the water. And I want to give you a few analogies and things that are really near and dear to my heart that will drive this point home. The main driver here, I like to say there's a shift storm that's happening. It is an economic shift, there is a consumer shift, there's a technology shift, and there's just an industry shift in terms of iBuyers and just the different ways that houses are going to be traded in the future. So all of these different dynamics are going on, and you have to make a decision. Like, sit down and decide how you are going to show up in the real estate industry. If you study other industries like I do, I geek out on learning from others that have failed and succeeded in other industries. If you look at financial advisors, they are probably 7 or so years ahead of real estate when it comes to just the technology shift that happened in financial advisory. Just think about all of the discount brokerages out there and basically how you can move, $1 million from your advisor that charges you X% to do nothing with that money to Vanguard, where you can get arguably more support, more options, an easier interface, and pay like 1/10 of what you paid your financial advisor. So that industry has been 7 years in a row of decreasing rosters. So there's year after year, every year, the number of financial advisors in the US has gone down. And we're getting ready to see the same thing in real estate at some point, where if you're not playing this game at a high level and providing an experience and a service to your clients that is just like unbelievably awesome in a lot of different ways, you're gonna lose this game of real estate. And so I like to make the analogy of, we have a local amusement park here. It's called Carowinds. And it actually has some of the most awesome roller coasters in the country. Yet I go there and it's dirty and everyone that works there is miserable. There's no feel, there's no culture about it, there's no experience, right? They haven't really sort of propagated a culture of like fun and experience, and it's just lacking something. And the thing they're offering is actually a pretty good thing. Like, it's a good product, but lackluster experience. I look at that and I look at our experience when we went to Universal Studios in Florida. And then we went to Disney from there. And my daughter at the time was like infatuated with SpongeBob. And she had an opportunity to meet SpongeBob, like the real SpongeBob. He's actually a real person. And he was like taking pictures in front of one of these exhibits. And I took Kendall by the hand. We decided to wait in a long line. There were people in line that were just encouraging us and talking to Kendall about, like, do you like SpongeBob? This was like she was meeting her like hero. And then she gets up and she's the next to go, and the whole process and meeting SpongeBob and the photographer and encouraging my daughter who was shy, just like an amazing experience. And it was like meeting a character in a random amusement park. But you could tell the amusement park took a lot of care and intention and put a lot of attention into that experience. And that wasn't even like one of their marquee rides, and the park was clean. And everybody that worked there, I would gather it's hard to get a job at Universal Studios. And contrast that even with Disney, which is a step up. They steam clean that park every single night. Right back in the day, Walt Disney decided that this park was going to look new every day. Carowinds in Charlotte, North Carolina, I don't think they've ever steam cleaned that park. Right? So it's just this different approach to business where take it, into the convenience of jumping in a car now, right? Uber, there's an app, you just click, in 2 clicks, I can know that 3 minutes from now, someone's gonna come to my front door and drive me to the airport. The ease of that versus a taxi cab. And the cab is dirty. The cab driver doesn't wanna be driving that cab. They could care less. They're not gonna talk to you, and it stinks, right? So think about all these experiences that consumers are getting in every other vertical, in every other industry. One last one. I used to crush TJ Maxx. I used to do all my shopping at TJ Maxx. It's what's the expression? It's brand, name brands, off-market prices or something like that. I was like, this is amazing. Until my wife got me a session, I don't even know what it's called, a personal stylist to take me to Nordstrom. That was different than TJ Maxx, right? This stylist person or whatever got me a Starbucks, physically went out of the store to get me a Starbucks. They picked out a couple outfits for me. When the size didn't fit, they went and got a different size. They took the time to actually help me with the process of feeling really good about the $200 jeans that I just bought versus the $35 pair of jeans that just a week before was the best thing in the world. I couldn't hardly ever go back to TJ Maxx. In fact, I think I didn't. So when you look at those experiences that consumers are getting, and then they show up to your real estate office, have you given as much thought as those companies into the experience that your real estate clients are receiving? From the moment, the first time they talk to you, the email confirmation about your first meeting with them, sending a video response to that first meeting, right? What are the little different touch points that you can put into your business that will allow you to generate more business from them doing business with you? It becomes this virtuous cycle of just goodness because every client you bring in allows you to generate your next client. And are you even viewing your business that way? That's the real challenge I have for you. What are the things you can do in your business? And this is as simple as the administrative team that you have, or maybe it's just a single administrator. We have scripts and dialogues for all of our client care processes where we take a new listing, that new listing within 60 minutes of leaving that home, our listing client care coordinator is calling that seller to introduce themselves and congratulate them on becoming part of the high performance family. They get no less than 8 calls while that property is actively on the market, not to tell them about a thing that had been done, just to reach out to make sure that they're getting a proper experience. And when they say yes, that they are receiving an awesome experience, well, great. Who do you know that might be looking to buy or sell a home, right? So you delivering on your promises allows you to ask them to help you. And you set this stage for this upfront in the sales process. So look at your business. Are you playing the game of the crappy, stinky cab? Or are you playing the game of, I took an Uber in LA. It was top of the line Tesla that went from 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. It's like a brand new car, and he actually proved it to me. And I was like, that was pretty cool. It's different than a cab ride, stinky cab ride. So how do you want to show up in the market? That's my question for you. If you're at the point in your journey where you wish there was a way to go about this, and if there only was this short 15-minute training where you could learn the step-by-step process to predictably grow your real estate business It's at predictablerealestatesuccess.com. I put that training together for you to address exactly where you are in your business growth journey, or click on the link below. If you like the video, please give me the thumbs up, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure you turn notifications on so you're the first to know about new videos, and leave me comments so we can go back and forth on some of these topics. This is the thing that will differentiate you in the future, and you'll be glad that you spent the time to dial in the client care process in your business and let go of having to pay other folks to generate leads for you. The clients you have, the people that know, like, and trust you, will give you all the business you can handle. We'll see you in the next video.